Welcome to SNG. If you've already subscribed, killer, thank you. If you haven't, consider it. If you want to watch a bunch of old men make fun of each other and work on some motorcycles and have a bunch of fun. So, with that being said, Jones, what the hell is going on?
Okay, I've been wanting to. I had a Lepore on Solo on here, and it's kind of low. It hurts my back a little bit. You were gracious enough to let me try your Mustang seat before I buy one.
Gracious. Do you guys hear that? Gracious.
Since it's never, you're probably going to ride it this year because it's still on the rack over there. I figure I got at least a month.
You're a good month.
So,
yeah, I'd ride that thing all the way to the scene of the crash, bro.
Only because you're working on it. It's not roadworthy right now.
It's not roadworthy.
So, I've been wanting to put a Mustang seat on here, a Solo, with a backrest, and they do not make, for this year a bike.
And that's the Mustang seat.
From 91 to 96 is what fits this bike. And you have a two-piece Mustang. I'm never going to ride anybody. I ride solo. My wife don't ride. So I've been wanting to try to get a backrest with a Mustang seat. They don't make one, and I thought, I had this from my original bike here that went on as a passenger backrest on the luggage rack with the seat here. So I was laying in bed last night thinking, you know what? I bet if I took this and fabricated up a bracket, I could put that right up there on that and make my own backrest for this Mustang seat. And all I did was took a flat piece of metal, I bent it to the contour of the fender. That's the bolt holes there that go through the seat, and I just drilled some holes in there, and we're going to put it up on there. We're going to get it where we want it. We're going to tack weld it. And you said you better weld that from both sides because as fat as I am, I'd bust that thing off.
I'm afraid you'd be laying on your back
so
on the gravel.
We're going to tack it. I'm going to plug weld it from the bottom and then put a good weld around the top. We'll slide that right in there and boom. When I want to put a backrest on, it's 2 bolts. So I'm still looking for a Mustang seat. It has to be a 2-piece though. So I'm going to take the back half off. I'm hoping Mustang sells them separate, where all I have to do is buy the front half.
They do. They comes separate. That was an option, that back pad went back in the day. So you should be in good shape.
That's my plan. So I get this welded, tack weld, and get it up on there. I'll show you what it looks like.
Perfect. And I noticed your bike looks pretty doggone good for a bike that's what, 30? How old is this thing?
34.
34 years old.
Yeah.
So it's a 1991, and our buddy Doyle, which Doyle's bike's gone. He took a ride back. He said he enjoyed it. But anyhow, he brought us, what was that stuff called?
Ceramic coating. McGuire's 888 ceramic coating. Never done it before. Never used it. Put it on there, and I'll tell you what, it is smooth. It's smooth. You got to get it clean before you put it on there. Read the directions, watch some videos, but it is smooth. I even did the windshield. I did my wife's windshield, and we drove in the rain the other day, and it sheeted off there better than Rain-X.
Well, I think
I spent a couple hours cleaning the front rim the other day and the white walls, get them good and clean. I hate dirty white walls. They're a pain in the butt to clean, but yeah.
Well, I'm thinking since my bike's exactly the same year and exactly the same color, and you've got some experience, you might be able to do mine.
I can do it. I can do it.
Look at this. He's already. Look at this one right here. He already on his day off. Oh, that's right. You're off every day,
I'm off for
right?
summer, yeah.
Son of a gun. Anyhow,
I polished the
he
chrome.
slipped in here and polished my chrome and stuff, and so what? Gee whiz. I appreciate you, man. I hope you know that.
I do, brother. I do. I appreciate you too.
So there we go. So we're throwing a rear tire on here. So anyhow, we'll get back to his seat. That's what this project is today. All right, Jones. So show us how'd you get the angle?
Well, you got this fancy dancy angle gauge here. So we went ahead and put this back on the bike. And we put this angle gauge on here like this. We got it flat with this here and put it on there and got the angle we wanted so we know how far we wanted to seat this way.
And then once you did that, we got it tacked up.
We got it tacked up. And I got ahead of you. You were off doing something else. I turned it over and I plug welded the bottom of it. This bar stuck about halfway through that metal, the thickness of this, and I just took and burned it in there. I got that side ground. I'm going to grind that side flush.
All right.
Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to come all the way around it.
Okay, that's good.
Then I think what I'll do, I don't know if I'm going to grind these welds. I'm going to probably tape it off somewhere in here and just spray it black. Like I said, this is going to be something that
Makes sense.
I'm going to ride. Hey, when I want to put it on and lean back, when other days I don't, I won't.
Right.
It's 2 bolts.
So, what do you think's with this lady right here?
Well, she's got a oh my look on her face.
She doesn't look like she's happy.
Well, she's probably riding on a solo seat. Probably don't have a buddy seat.
Might be because
She might be riding on the fender.
Might be because that coon grabbed her hand or something
That
like that. I
could've
think
been.
that might be what that is. But anyhow. And what'd you say about this guy up here?
Oh, we got to come up with a name for him. That's our new buddy. We got to come up with
That's
a name
that
for
2,000-year-old piece of driftwood.
piece of driftwood. Yeah. So somebody shoot us a name.
Who carved that out?
Oh, my son-in-law's one of his patients carved it out.
I'll be darned. Okay.
He didn't want it, so I said, oh, I'll take it.
All right.
Mo, you got to come up with a name for me, brother.
There you go. All right. Well, we'll continue on here in just a second.
Think that's going to go anywhere. Even if you get on it and lean on it, I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
There you go.
I might grind her down a little bit, make her look pretty, but that's it right there.
Well, Jones, I've heard you grinding.
Yeah.
I've heard you beating. Did you get it on?
I didn't do too much cussing, but I got
I
it on
didn't
there.
see any cussing. I didn't see any tools fly across the floor.
No tools went flying, and I'm very happy with it.
How'd it turn out?
It turned out great. I got to paint it.
Okay.
I want to put it on there. It's on there. I'm going to do a little bit more fine grinding with a finer grinding wheel.
Okay. How's it fit?
It's good, man. It's good. And oh, right there's how I usually ride when we're going on a long trip. That's where I'll ride like that. Just anybody that's rode a long time or a long way, you know what it's like. Boy, just to have that little support on the back is huge.
Yeah.
Huge. And I don't think it looks too bad. Looks like it came factory. Maybe I ought to start building them.
Let's see. You know what, Jones? I think you did a fine job.
Well, thank you.
Fine job.
And
Right
I don't
there.
think it's going to break off there.
And you got it pushed up. It looked
Pushed up
it
there.
Pushed up enough where it, boy, if it had come up straight, you'd have never had the back
You
support.
wouldn't have had the back support.
That
So that's if I want to put it on there and ride with it that
it looks
way.
good. It looks good.
So,
And then we got that tire off. We're getting ready to throw that American Elite on. Get that black wall off, put that white wall on.
Should
That way we're
match.
matched up. Clean up that wheel over there a little bit. What's up, young man? How you doing? Doing good. So, anyhow, so if you get a chance, slap that monkey in the face, ring that power bell, pat that poodle bug, enjoy your day. What is it, Saturday?
Today is
So
Saturday.
we still have Sunday.
Tomorrow's Father's Day. That's our day.
Tomorrow's Father. Maybe we can take a ride?
Well, I think so. I think so.
Peace if you wrench them, ride them.
Only if you want to.
If you wrench them, ride them.
Oh, but if you want to work on them,
You can work on them
if you want to.
something like that.
Something like that.
Later.